What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video out here at beautiful Catalina Island. And I have a tank full of live squid, so come along, let's see what we can catch. Real quick, before we get into the fishing, I just want to let you guys know that my full-time job is as a mortgage loan originator. I do have my loan officer's license, so if you guys are interested in buying a house or have any questions at all about how to qualify for a home loan, whether it be this year, next year, in a few years, leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email at fluentmortgage@gmail.com, and I can link you up with my work email and my work phone and answer any of those questions for you. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know in case you needed help with that. But stay tuned for the video. Got some nice squid for bait, candy bait. Just picked it up from Nacho's bait barge over there right before the fleet arrived. So glad I timed that correctly. Got in there, got some bait. I did just make some mackerel. I made like, I don't know, probably 8 pieces of mackerel. Hopefully the squid don't eat them on the way over. I just wanted to have a few in case I found like a kelp patty on the way, or in case right when I get there I kind of want to slow troll around before picking a spot to anchor up and fish the squid. Got the chum buddy out right now. I kind of got overrun by a bunch of smelt and the mackerel kind of dipped out, so I'll probably give it another like 10 minutes, maybe try a little bit closer to the bait barge again. Hopefully catch a few more mackerel, and then we're gonna shoot across the channel. But yeah, just got my slicks on. It's time to head across the channel. I'm gonna put my kill switch on and my PFD on, especially when you're by yourself. I know it can be uncomfortable to wear those, but definitely better safe than sorry. So let's get moving. We got 27 miles to get over there. All right, it was about time for a pee break anyways, but just found this kelp patty, and since I don't have a ton, oh wow, there's a bunch of bait on it. I don't have a ton of mackerel. I'm just gonna throw the surface iron and see if anything follows it up. I'm drifting a little too close, whoops. All right. All right, no followers on the surface iron, but there's a school of bait. I can't tell what it is, but I'm gonna throw the sabiki on it and just check it out. Might be a bunch of mackerel. That would be sweet if it was, so let's try that. Well, that's something as a spear fisherman you don't like seeing, is a chewed up seal carcass. Got a couple of big bite marks in it. I don't see anything hanging around it, but you can tell there's like a current line or current break right here. Lots of pieces of kelp and eelgrass and stuff like that. So that guy's been floating out here for a while. Whatever took him out got full and left him just floating out here. Pretty gnarly. All right, still working our way to the island in the fog, getting closer and closer. Got two miles, so it's starting to lift a little bit. I feel like once we get close to the island, it usually burns off on the front side of the island pretty quick. That morning sun heats up the island, so let's keep heading that way. As you can tell, we made it to the island. Got a weird little south wind kind of ripping around the corner here, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I still have to rig up a bunch of stuff, is I just drop this mackerel back. I'm just slow trolling this mackerel around just outside this kelp line here while I rig up everything else, and just kind of pay attention to the conditions and try to find a spot that looks fishy that I can anchor up or spot lock on and start fishing that live squid. But yeah, got that mackerel back there, I don't know, 100 yards or so on a Calico 12 with I think it's 30-pound 4.0 leader. So we'll see what happens with that guy, and then yeah, but I don't get bit on that, then I'm going to pick a spot, start chumming, and get the live squid out. Freaking whitefish. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to trade your squid, your live squid, for small whitefish. So that's all I'm getting down right here. I'll definitely move on. I think I'll drop one more though. First fish of the trip was a whitefish. There's something. It's kind of whitefishy again though. Double short Calico Bass. I don't know if they were both fighting over the same piece of squid or what, but that's pretty funny. Double short Calico. Well, he definitely got bit. Looks like Calico Bass are probably chewing on him. Hopefully I can get a bite on that mackerel. He's still kicking. That's the good thing about slow trolling. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind now, but it makes your like half dead bait swim like it's brand new. So on a private boat, slow trolling can be very effective, but I don't like the watercolor here for Yellowtail. And it's kind of like washed up. I'm starting to see a lot of like eelgrass and stuff. So I'm going to shoot down a little further, try to find some clean water, maybe like a big current break or something like that. Slow troll a little more, and hopefully find either get a bite doing that or find a spot that looks fishy that I want to anchor up on. There we go. Just drifting around with squid on the bottom for nothing. Seeing if there was a halibut around. Oh, sorry about it. Dropped you in your head. Good. There we go. See you, buddy. First cast with a little artificial bait. Back on the structure, it got bit a bunch. Just kind of letting it free fall back there. That was pretty fun. I might get the chum buddy going here and see if I can get some action going on behind the boat. Try to draw in some of those game fish, but it doesn't look like there's much current here right now. There's a lot of just stagnant kelp sitting around. But that was a good sign. First cast with artificial got picked up. Little calico. Oh my god! Almost pulled the rod out of my hand. That was sick. Alright, so they're liking that little fluke style bait. This is actually like, I had a bag of old bass assassins from who knows how long ago that are like that cream color, and I didn't have any of those. I've been hearing a lot of people getting fish on those white, big like white 7 to 8 inch flukes. I didn't have any, and I couldn't find any at the local tackle store, so I just found some old Bass Assassin jerk baits, and apparently they like those too. It's on that little gets it head, gets them head, gets it, gets them. It's got those little wings on the side, so as it's falling down, it kind of just flutters down and looks super natural, like a injured bait fish or a little squid. calico. I don't think that boat could have gotten any closer to me without hitting me. That was ridiculous. Catalina boat traffic. Update for you. It's still a calico every cast. I switched to that sliding weight with the circle hook, and they're still just eating it like literally as soon as it touches the water. So I might have to push out a little deeper, get off of the structure a little more. Maybe then I can. There's a bunch of kelp and like rocks and stuff, and I think I'm just casting right in the middle of the kelp. So I don't know. Get it through to like a yellow or a sea bass with this aggressive calico swimming around. So I might just push out a little further, a little deeper. That way my baits have more time kind of in open water before they drift back into the kelp instead of me just dropping it right on top. Because yeah, it's getting already bit again. Super fun calico fishing, but if you're gonna go through your bait in an hour or two, that's not ideal. Oh, it robbed me. I think I still have my bait on that. Let's see. Oh, yep. Another one's got it. A lot of those little ones out there, I have to let them eat it for a while. Otherwise, I just kind of yank it out of their mouth, or I rip the hook out of the squid and they get a free squid without getting a hole in their face. Just let them swim off with it. There we go. Got him that time. He's fighting like a better one at the beginning there for a second, but now he's just swimming right in the boat. That's a better one. How fat they are. Got their spawning colors going, their little orange cheeks. Are soaked. I'm really trying to avoid the bass. Last trip I was out here, I caught so many calico. My hands were wet the whole time, so like the next few days they were just shredded. Doesn't feel great. They're a little tender. Oh, bit again. At least the calico bass are biting. Sometimes that's how it goes though. You have to find a spot and you just have to weed through a bunch of calico. So hopefully a yellow or a sea bass comes through. That little guy. Literally every cast. Every cast on the calico right now. This is that head I was talking about. You can see it has those little wings. So when you pin a live squid or one of those fluke baits on there, it just kind of falls through the water column. I've gotten sea bass on these before, doing this exact same thing, just kind of waiting it out, hoping to get one down through the calico. Obviously I don't want to waste all of my bait. If all I'm getting is calico, I can go drift a beach or something. Try and get sea bass to come up and eat it off the beach. Hopefully a little bit less bycatch, so I'm not just going through all my bait real quickly. But yeah, out of nowhere you'll just set the hook and it'll be the right kind. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen here. Meantime, it's fun. I've already bit again. I have a ton of bait. I got the scad mackerel and perch and all sorts of stuff right next to the chum buddy. Look at all those guys. The scad mackerel, blacksmith perch, a bunch of calico down there. A whole freaking aquarium going on. There's a bunch of calico underneath them. Hoping in time, sea lion's coming, that's not good, but I'm hoping in time all of this bait hanging out behind my boat will draw in those game fish. But kind of racing against the clock with a finite amount of bait, especially when the calico bass are wide open. You can go through a tank of squid in no time, so I'm gonna use it sparingly, kind of let this set up for a little bit longer before I start fishing the live squid again. Ever had squid overnight in your tank? You'll know it's a pain in the butt to keep them from spawning and leaving all of their eggs all over your bait tank, clogging it, overflowing it, all that fun stuff. But I read online that if you keep a few big mackerel or like legal sized calico bass, or in this case these scad mackerel, in the tank, it'll keep them moving and they won't want to spawn. The leak's not as heavily. And since I'm staying the night out here, I'm going to try to catch a couple of these guys. Catch a couple of these guys and throw them in the tank. There we go. Oh, keep them moving. Worst case scenario, I can also slow troll those later and or tomorrow if I run out of squid. Big yellowtail won't have a problem eating those. I imagine that's what they eat, you know, naturally out here. Just pinned another live squid on instant bite again. Nice calico. Hopefully I'll hook all the calico in this area and they stop biting so I can get my bait down through them. I'll show you guys how I like to rig these lead heads. I actually like to thread it on like I would a soft plastic for bass. Notice it helps the presentation, helps it kind of glide through the water on the way down, and pin it on, try to make it as flush as possible like that. Makes it a lot harder for any perch or small bass or anything like that to pick your squid off. Just throw it out there and let it fall and fall down through the water column and freeze bowl. He didn't swim towards me. Little guy. Feels so sick. Just twitching that soft plastic over the top of the kelp. Got hammered. See when I try to eat them. There you go. Nice one, angry guy. That was cool. I was just kind of letting it free fall on like semi-slack line and then just giving it like a 1, 2, 3. So it was just darting and I went 1, 2, 3, and as soon as I went slack line again, just boom. That's so fun. Nice guy. Let's see if this guy has 14. Oh! got our first keeper of the day. Gonna throw this one in the bag because I do like to bring home at least one calico per trip. They're freaking delicious, I'm not gonna lie. But this guy's 14.5. His tail's already pretty messed up too. That sea lion grabbed him on the way up. But yeah, gonna take that guy home. So we have at least something to eat. Like the boat behind me has a big all black sea bass. That's the wrong kind of sea bass. Nice. Alright, we have a dropper loop squid out. I got the chum going still, but all I keep getting on the slider and that gets it leadhead squid is just calico. So why don't we take this opportunity to tie on an A-rig and catch some A-rig calico. That didn't take long at all. First cast. Got bumped like 3 or 4 times. Little PK3 eater. Feisty. Down the hatch. This little guy. Telling you the A-rig with the PK, whether it's the 3 or the 5, is absolutely deadly. It hands down is my favorite way to catch calico bass. They can't resist it. Obviously barracuda and everything else eats it too, but so much fun. Oh, there we go. Back. Oh, smoked it. Side with the other one. Like hog tied him. Sorry, buddy. Let's see if I can help you out here. Fat little guy. They're eating this faster than they're eating the squid. A bass. Bass number 600. I don't even know what brand A-rig this is. I've honestly used like Hog Farmer, a bunch of other like largemouth bass brands. But when it comes to saltwater, sometimes I just buy like the Amazon ones because they rust out pretty quickly. So you don't have to break the bank buying an A-rig if you don't own any already. They are so fun to throw. My favorite thing to throw in the harbor too. I don't fish in the harbor very much, but when I do, I definitely like the A-rig. You have a good chance at fooling a halibut, and it seems to weed through a lot of those really small spotted bait bass. Looks like they wised up a little to the A-rig. Put that down. Ow. Maybe it's because there's a sea bass back there spooking them. Probably not. They probably just got smart to it. But you never know. So Now that it's been a few minutes, I will throw out a live squid, see what happens. Pin them on there. Nope. Still just calico back there. God, freaking relentless right now. Still that guy out there. I shouldn't be giving any tips or pointers on cleaning boats because I'm keeping your boat clean because I'm so bad at that. But I'll say it anyways, when you're fishing squid, try your best to stay on top of getting the ink off before it dries. Save yourself a lot of headache later. Another nice one. Isn't it interesting though that the only legal size calico I've caught is actually on the artificial? Throwing live squid at them, but I can't find another legal sized one. Dope. Bald eagle right here. I don't know whose fish it just grabbed. There's no way you guys can make him out on the GoPro, but that one right there just flew all the way from those cliffs and grabbed what looked like a small bass or something way out over there. It's freaking crazy how good their eyesight is, that they can just spot a fish from, I mean, that's still, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. It's choppy conditions too, it's so rad. Even though we haven't gotten any game fish yet, it still is just special being out here. Such a cool place. So here we have that nice calico bass, the little 14.5-inch one. Perfect eating size in my opinion. I did end up catching quite a few other legal sized ones that were pushing like 17, 18 inches. Let all those ones go. I try to keep ones that are just over that legal limit. Honestly, they're just freaking delicious, and as you saw from the video, they're pretty abundant out at the island right now. It's all you wanted bass fishing. But I'm gonna fillet this guy real quick, starting with a little head cut right there. And then just going to trace down, breaking the skin. And then from there, I just walk the knife down towards the spine. Once you hit the spine, just pop the knife up and over, and through right there. Just to the tail, I leave that attached, flip it over and do the same thing. Now, although I didn't catch any game fish during the day, I did stick it out at night and got a white sea bass late at night, so that was pretty nice. I actually hooked I hooked two of them at the same time, so the school came through, but one of them I ended up losing on the anchor chain. Kind of hard to fight two fish when you're by yourself, but that's obviously going to be in another video for you. So now that I have that fish traced out, I just break those rib bones. Beautiful white flaky flesh. White flaky flesh. Edge of the table. Nice, beautiful calico bass fillet. And then from there, wrap it in a paper towel and into the fridge. Same thing with the other side. Boom. So I just pulled one of those calico fillets out of the fridge. As you can see, I was marinating it in soy sauce and then this Thai sweet chili sauce. So that's been in the fridge for a couple of hours marinating. I did add some salt and pepper as well. And then I'm gonna cook up some broccoli in the air fryer. I hit this with garlic, salt, pepper, red chili flakes, and then a little bit of soy sauce and olive oil. So I'm gonna throw that in the air fryer. Just heating up this pan for the calico, and then I'm just gonna serve it over a bed of steamed rice. Just a quick, easy, nice little lunch here. Of course, you gotta top it off with the sesame seeds. Got that calico bass cooking right there, and that marinade. Broccoli is in the air fryer. That should take, I don't know, so like 6 to 8 minutes, but with the air fryer, you can just pop it open and look at it to see if it's done or not. But yeah, if you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Like I said earlier, I did catch a white sea bass, and then the following morning had some good opportunity, on a nice big yellowtail. Caught a bunch of other calico and other fun stuff. So yeah, subscribe so you don't miss those upcoming videos. Those are coming up next after this one. I did hit 6,000 subscribers, so again, everyone that has subscribed and continue to watch videos, really appreciate it. I did buy a drone, so the next trip coming up, I'm definitely going to be able to fly the drone around, try to get some cool, overhead shots, maybe get some, I want to go out and find some like kelp patties and fly the drone over it, see if there's any Dorado, Yellowtail, fun stuff like that. But yeah, really looking forward to using that bad boy. Actually, instead of just the regular sesame seeds, I'm actually going to add this. Forgot I had this bad boy, a little bit more seasoning to it. There we go. Nice calico bass, broccoli, steamed rice. Can't go wrong. Smells delicious. Give it a try. Super nice white flaky meat. Like I said earlier, calico bass is pretty delicious. Man, that's good. Oh, drop my rice. That chili sauce is so good on fish. But all right, I'm gonna dig in, finish this up, and then I'm gonna take the boat out and go do some bass fishing this afternoon. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you there.